is Optimistic Chris. First day, Atlantic Ocean. Last day, Pacific Ocean. Here I go, 3,500 miles plus my friends. Hello. Join me along the way on Soulmate Cyclists. Thank you. Me and my bike. This is going to be fun. This is Claremont Jail, Wyoming. It's on the National Register of Historic Places. Place number 198. And I gotta imagine this is where they locked people away who had been naughty. One cell on that side, one cell on that side. And when I get an echo, I like to do this. Deo, Deo, here I come and I want to go home. So I've had a nice little morning so far. Leaving Claremont, I'm following a river valley and I'm going uphill just ever so slightly. Over to the east of me, over in this direction, there's lots of green pastures. You can see that they are being watered and farmed and stuff. And then beyond those hills is hundreds and hundreds of miles of barren grassland and nothing much out there. If I swing around in this direction, behind me is some sagebrush, hills and rises that go on for about 100 miles, and then it starts rising up into the Bighorn Mountains, which I believe go up into the area of around 11,000 feet, and that's the direction that I'm headed later today and into tomorrow. Well, the topography is changing again. I am now heading into the Bighorn National Forest. Today is Thursday and my campground is 10 miles from here, but I am fully anticipating it being uphill, uphill, uphill. This is the southern portion of the Bighorn Mountains. Tomorrow I crest the pass, which I believe is 9,666 feet. So I'm just going to nibble off some of that today to my campground and finish it off tomorrow. This is going to be an exciting afternoon. I'm looking forward to the climb. Well, that's what's in store for tomorrow, and if I didn't know better, I would say that that was snow on top. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. Bighorns, I may be slow, but you do not have me beat. No way. Well, that was a horrendous climb. Actually, I would put that into the category of harder than Mount Rushmore, for sure. So I get to the campsite. There's 9 campsites and they're all full. So I'm looking at the notice board and a husband and wife come along walking their dog, and I start a conversation and we chat for a little bit and I tell them my dilemma, and they said, well, come join us. We're at site number 4. So my new friends are here. My tent is going here, and I'm next door to a stream here. My bike angels are fantastic, and once again looking over my shoulder. I am a lucky guy. I should change my name to Lucky Guy from Optimistic Chris. But if I wasn't optimistic, I wouldn't be lucky. Yeah. Yep, most definitely uphill. Most definitely snow on top of the peaks. And most definitely rain. That was just a false peak with a couple of cruel downhills that I had to go back up. However, I remain optimistic. There was just a sign a short while back with a gate, and it said no entry if the lights are flashing and the gates are closed. And usually they do that when it's right near the top, and I'm pretty sure this peak is exposed. What I mean by that is no trees, open, open, open. So until then, we keep climbing. 9, 6, 6, 6 is a long way up. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not really sure where to begin with this one. That was probably the hardest ride I have ever done in my life. I've done 3 Ironman Wisconsin, and it is known for its hills. That hill kept going forever and ever and ever. 7%, 8%, and long, long, long. I had to stop many, many times to catch my breath, and in fact I puffed my inhaler this morning for only the second time in the whole trip. So obviously a great sense of satisfaction to be up here. There's not much up here except for wind. That's the way I'm going. And over here behind me, if I swing the other way, that's where I came from. And there's the peak. So this is just off the shoulder. Powder River Pass. Elevation 9,666. Isn't there something about 666 and something to do with the devil? That was a devil of a ride. I finish with that. There is just so much scenery here to video, but it's so hard to do it because I'm going downhill at about 30 miles an hour with my brakes on both hands, and so every now and again I have to stop and give you a quick peek around. This is what I'm biking through. What a backdrop to a farm field. So I pulled over here at the entrance to the McKim Ranch, and I wanted to point out something to you. That little notice right there in the middle, that 4M, is their branding iron. All of the cattle that they raise will be branded with that sign so that people know who the cattle belongs to. You know, it's something we see in cowboy movies from way back when, but it actually still exists. So I've been following this valley up the Bighorn River, and the pastures are green. I was taken by surprise by the amounts of corn and crops there were in the valley, and I figured, you know, they've got to be pumping water. And sure enough, here they are. The water's being pumped out of the ground, or through that white pipe. Comes out right here and heads a long way in that direction. Irrigate fields all over. Well, that was fun. This has happened to me a couple of times, but that one was pretty close. So I'm out in the country along this small road all by myself, and in the distance I see a small farm and 3 dogs kind of walking around the front yard. And of course they nearly always hear me, and I hadn't even got to the farm yet, the driveway, and I could see them moving in my direction. One of them, he really meant it. He was just booking. So I had to drop down 2 or 3 gears and just pedal like crazy. And I watched him in the mirror, and for a short period of time he was gaining on me, and I dropped it another gear, and then I saw him puffing and panting on the side of the road. You can't get optimistic, Chris, like that. You've got to have a lot more stamina than that. I've come almost 3,000 miles now. It did get the heart rate going for a short while though. Have a great day.
If you like what you have seen here today, join me again on my ride across America at Soulmate Cyclists, where I post almost daily on Facebook and Instagram, and then these weekly videos on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to share and ring the bell. Be well and be safe, my friends.